Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here for some more Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Daima DLC news, info, and updates. They just dropped the Part 1 trailer, and it's absolutely peak. As we all know, CyberConnect 2, they cook with their cutscenes and content in general. So I really want to do this complete breakdown of the trailer itself, just to decipher all the additional content in terms of the super attacks, the new mini Goku combo strings, and the open world aspect of the game. But before we do all of that, we have some additional details to break down. So without further ado, please make sure to drop a like, turn on post notifications, and let's jump straight into it real quick. The image that we do have up on screen right here is not official. It's just a thumbnail concept that I made with Super Saiyan 3 Mini Vegeta and Super Saiyan Mini Goku. Of course, 3 Mini Vegeta will be part of the next Daima DLC, not this upcoming one. So over here on the official Dragon Ball site, it's been confirmed that we're going to be getting 2 Daima parts. Part 1 will consist of episodes 1 through 8, and Part 2 will be from episode 9 through 20, which is the final episode. And we all know Part 2 of Daima is going to go so crazy. I'm looking forward to that one the most, just because Adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Adult Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, as well as Mini SSJ4 Goku with, you know, the final boss scenes. Dude, it's going to be an epic time for sure. So here we do have the trailer, which again we will watch soon. In the trailer, you can see Goku and his crew on an adventure through the vast third demon world. So something I noticed, every time they bring up the demon worlds, they always mention how gargantuan it's going to be. Even on the Steam page, they said that we get to traverse fields and maps, plural. So really what I know if it's going to be something similar to the base Kakarot game, where we have this world map and we get to fly to different locations. But that's not all. There's an awesome battle scene against the... is that supposed to say Glorio? Or maybe referring to the Goma henchman, where you can see some real cool moves with the Power Pole in action. So it's been confirmed we have some new attacks for Mini Goku. Here we have the full visual art piece. Before, the bottom right corner was chopped off with a question mark. I thought that was referring to Daima Pack 2, but I guess they were saving Glorio for an announcement or something. We all knew he was going to be part of the DLC anyway. Mini Goku is going to be the only playable character. As for the rest, Pansy has been confirmed to be a support character. Supreme Kai and Glorio, most likely they're going to be support characters. I'm not sure if they were shown in the trailer, which is why we're going to be watching it again. Now, this is where we have some interesting information. There's going to be a new version of Kakarot. They're calling it Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Daima Edition. And the art piece is pretty nice as well. You know, something similar to the original box cover, where we have the red background and Goku flying with the Nimbus. Same concept here. We have the Daima colors, the purple and gold, and Mini Goku right there. I like the simplicity of it for sure. But what comes with the Daima Edition? The Daima Edition is an awesome set that includes the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot base game, as well as the Adventure Through the Demon Realm pack, which includes both Part 1 and Part 2 of the upcoming Adventure Through the Demon Realm DLC. If you have yet to join in on all the fun of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the Daima Edition is the perfect place to start your adventures as Goku. So, we're not entirely sure about all the other DLCs, being DLCs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think they have like their deluxe bundles or the Ultimate Editions, stuff like that. But specifically for the Daima Edition, it's just going to be the base game. So Saiyan Saga up to the Majin Buu Saga with the Daima pack. Again, both parts. Only the PlayStation 5 version will be available physically. Interesting. I want to know why they're doing it that way. So if there's any, you know, physical collectors out there, unfortunately, you won't be able to pick it up for Xbox or the Nintendo Switch or even Steam. They're only going to be dropping the physical release for PlayStation 5, not even the PlayStation 4. Yes, you still can pick up the digital Daima Edition if you're on Xbox, the Nintendo Switch, or even Steam. That's not what this is saying. All it's saying is that if you want the physical copy, it will only be released for the PlayStation 5. Just want to make things clear. The Nintendo Switch version will also include a new story arc, Power Awakens Parts 1 and 2. Kind of cool. So that's the Super Saiyan God going up against Beerus, Saga, and Super Saiyan Blue versus Resurrection of F, Golden Frieza. Not sure if it's referring to the Daima edition of DBZ Kakarot or just the standard copy. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of unclear for the Nintendo Switch. But going over here to the official Dragon Ball Games Twitter page, you can pre-order the Part 1 and 2 Daima pack. Of course, we can purchase them now, but the DLC packs won't release until their respective release dates, right? So this is something that we broke down over here on the Steam page. The Daima bundle will cost you 35 US bones, right? Parts 1 and 2. As for the bonus contents, we get the Ultimate Meat Feast, Sacred Water, Purple Dino item, and Awakened Water, right? Only basic items pretty much. So part 1 will drop Q3 of 2025, July, August, or September, and part 2 will drop Q1 of 2026, January, February, or March, right? We don't have an exact release date just yet. Going back to the Daima edition of the game, we don't know the price or when it's going to be dropping. I can only assume that the Daima edition will be dropping alongside the separate DLCs. That makes the most sense to me. But for the price itself, it could be around $50 US. That's just a guess because currently DBZ Kakarot goes for $20. And if we go back to the Daima Season Pass, you know, that costs $35. So it could be right around 55 or 50. You know, you save a couple extra bucks. But we do have to wait for a bit of extra information in regards to that. Now for the complete trailer breakdown, and already completely different from the anime itself, which is something that we knew CyberConnect 2 was going to do. They might even add additional fights that didn't happen in the anime, but check this out. A new technique, hopefully it's part of the actual skill tree, you know, in gameplay. But for this cutscene, he infuses the Kamehameha into the Uzaru fists. It's like a combination of both, kind of. That's just what it looks like to me. But yeah, he did not do this at all in the anime. He literally defeated Glorio with ease. He just transformed. He deflected Glorio's energy lightning magic technique, which is what he does right here, with just one hand, right? And then he snap vanished, teleported behind him, and so that was it. Calm down, Glorio. You're not him. So something different over here for Glorio. You notice anything different? He's charging up the lightning magic attack with both hands. When he was going up against Mini Goku, he launched it with one hand. He didn't necessarily do this in the anime until he was going up against Glorio, after he charged with Ki for the very first time. You know what I'm talking about? How him and Piccolo clashed with Goma's gigantic energy blast? That's what this attack is. At least I'm assuming. So I feel like they're just going to be taking attacks from throughout the anime itself, because he did not do this going up against Super Saiyan Mini Goku at all. He did the one-handed variation, but not the double hand, right? And then going back to Goku, he's just making things up at this point. Let's go! Here we have the Demon World. So, it's not all going to be within the Demon World. Majority, 99% of the DLC obviously is going to be. But the start of the DLC pack, we can see Glorio over at the Kami Lookout. Hopefully they integrate the adult Goku versus adult Vegeta sparring session. Imagine that, right? With their cutscenes, if that's like a true major battle. They can definitely do it justice with ease. But yeah, start of the DLC pack. We might get to free roam a little bit in the original world. Maybe some locations might be closed off because they do that with the previous DLCs. We can't necessarily access the entire world map from the base game. Mini Supreme Kai utilizing some magic. There we have Pansy, the castle, and the open world exploration. So you can see the different biomes, right? So we have the original, you know, third Demon World aesthetic. But if we look beyond that, we can see kind of like the darker wastelandy areas. So here we have like the forest biome area. And then that's what I was just talking about, how we can see a little bit of this from back here in this shot right there. You see that? So I don't think it's going to be something similar to base Kakarot, where there's the entire world map and we fly to different locations. It's just all in one spot. The world exploration is still going to be vast, though. I mean, going based off the Steam page description and the official Dragon Ball website. So even says right here, do you not know that the third demon world is the biggest in the whole demon realm? So it has the greatest potential. Glorio, Supreme Kai, Pansy, all supports characters, and Goku, the main playable character. Something I noticed, though, correct me down below if I'm wrong, in the original game, aren't we only allowed to have 2 support characters, or is it 3? I'm pretty sure it's 2. So for the Daima DLC, that's different right off the bat. We have 3 supports characters. At least that's what it looks like for the free roam aspect. This is different from the anime. Well, mostly the same, but it was just Supreme Kai, Goku, and Glorio. But now Pansy's part of this scenario. It would be cool if we get some additional lore, because they do that with their DLCs, or even in the original game, how they add additional info. So there's Abra, the stone statue. He was the former demon ruler, and then before him, I believe, was his father. But there's the portal through the different realms. At the end of episode 20, Goku did the transcendent Kamehameha. How he made his own, gateway through each realm. That's going to be the new gates, right? So just basic storyline segments. We have the Minotaur. Got the campfire. That's where we heal up. And now we finally have the combat. So, new super attack for Mini Goku. I mean, they did say in the official site that he's going to have new power pole techniques. However, we see one right here that's not a power pole attack. A new Ki cannon. It's like he jumps up into the air and then shoots out. Oh, wait. I think I know what this is. I definitely know what that is. So it's part of the combo string. You know how we have the basic combo, and then you can finish it off with the square input, triangle input, the circle preset to just have a different combo ender? I think that's what this is, because it's something similar to Goku's square combo finisher, the Kamehameha, where it's not necessarily an energy wave, it's more like an energy burst. So I'm pretty sure that's this square combo finisher. Here we have the basic assist characters. Every time when you attack someone, sometimes the support characters will jump in and fight alongside you. That's what this is. Usually, for the most part, they just, fly around. In this case, since the ground combat is returning from DLC 5 and 6, they're just going to be walking around and attacking the opponents from time to time. So I only see Supreme Kai and Glorio right there. So maybe it's still the 2 assist characters. For the free roam is going to be 3. At least I think. Look at all these characters in the background. So definitely part of the Horde mode that they introduced within the Frieza DLC, right? With the Frieza henchmen, but same thing here with the Goma henchmen, I guess. Got some assist moves from Supreme Kai, stuns the opponent. So these are more of the Demon World 3 characters, if you will, not necessarily the henchmen or the soldiers, right? Of course, Kid Goku, his strings are going to be very different from any other Goku from the DLCs. Look at that. See, power pole? He's utilizing more of the power pole right there. That's cool. So we've seen 1 super attack so far. Hopefully, he has a great skill tree. You know what I mean? With additional supers. Of course, the transformations, he can only go up to Super Saiyan 1 because only up to episode 8. This is the Team Z combo, right? Whoever you're playing as in the base game, so let's say Vegeta uses the Team Assist, the energy wave itself doesn't necessarily look that cool, because right here it's just the basic Kamehameha, even though Glorio and Supreme Kai are right beside you using their own magic abilities. So it would be better if, we could see their energy waves as well instead of just Goku's or the character's attack that you're playing as at that particular point in time. You know what I mean, right? And you can tell this is going to be one of those movie cutscenes, just because the quality increased tenfold going back to this scene over here. Yeah, you can just see the difference, right? Night and day. Yeah, so transformation. They didn't necessarily show anything in regards to the Tamagami 3 fight, because that's like the best thing about this DLC, probably. Well, I'm still looking forward to the open world aspect, the attacks. But in terms of the story mode, episodes 1 through 8, Tamagami 3 is him, the main boss villain. But I'm glad that they're taking the Glorio fight into consideration, you know, making this one of those crazy battles with the cinematics. This is going to be his Surge combo string. Check that out. Very fast. And they took more of his combat style when he was going up against Tamagami 3 because of this right here. You know how he was just teleporting all over the place? He wasn't really teleporting, but just extremely fast, going up, down, diagonal. Y'all remember that? Yeah, definitely from the Tamagami 3 fight, because he did not fight like this at all against Goma or Glorio. Now, here we have the opponent's Rage Mode or Super Attack, whichever one. You know how they activate the red key with Super Armor? That's basically what that is. Dude, that has some traction to it. So Goku, he just leaps to the right. He evades it, but then it turns. Look at that. So it follows the opponent. It seems pretty tough to evade. I mean, he's still going to be an easy opponent to defeat, but he's dashing in right there. Ground combat, if I haven't mentioned that already, from DLC 5 and 6. And then here, that's going to be the combo finisher for the Surge mode, because usually we get that cutscene to it, right? Same properties where he just zigzags. Demon Realm exploration. We got the castle, the different biomes. Seems like it's just going to be one giant area we get to explore. And that's pretty much it, man. I'm looking forward to part 1. And here, as I just explained, part 1, 2025 summer. Part 2, Steam page, Q1 of 2026. Get the pack and play part 1 and 2 once available. Again, this is more like a pre-order type of thing with additional bonuses, those items that I just went over. And here we have the Daima edition. Remember, PlayStation 5 is going to be getting the physical copy. Xbox, Steam, Switch, you have to purchase the Daima edition digitally through their respective stores. This is it for today's video. Just want to go over the small extra details as well as do this trailer breakdown. Thank you guys for the immense support as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace!